very cool piece just came in right here. Double rare in that it is, one, the special size Toys R Us exclusive. Those didn't survive all that much. Those were a very limited release just for Toys R Us early in the line when Power Rangers, they were taking a real gamble on these. These were you know, we didn't know if these were going to sell or not. Back in 1993, they're a large size. They are, where's that price point we saw? They are an expensive price point for a big toy with lots of moving parts, lots of, it's a Japanese line or reuse of those old toys, and they just didn't know. So this didn't last very long. These were, Toys R Us really took a gamble on these. So it's rare in that, and it's also rare for its age to be in this condition. So a really cool piece. We get a chance to bring you a lot of cool things. It's one of my favorite parts of being an auctioneer is I get to handle so many items like this. Consigners bring them in, they show them off, they give them to us, and we get a chance to curate them for you. So you can see it's about 15 by 10, and I'm going to walk you through it. I can't show you all that much because it's sealed, which means I don't get a chance to open it up and show you everything. But this is a very cool piece. This is the Mega Tigerzord. It was a exclusive pack. So what happens here? You have the Tigerzord piece along with the Griffin and the Unicorn. And then they combine to form a slightly bigger version of the Tigerzord. Was that really featured in the cartoon? I don't know. I don't remember. But I'm going to show you at least this. Now, in the catalog, you're going to see some images, mostly like this. We might spin it around once. I do want to show you right here that it is, in fact, sealed. So you can see that. It's sealed on that end, but who knows? It might have been opened up on the other end. Let's find out. We'll check out this so you can see very minor, well, my microphone cord just flying in the air there. A very minor ding on that corner, not the worst thing in the world. And here you go. So again, sealed on this end as well. And then what's even cooler is you have the old Toys R Us provenance right there with the sticker. We'll show you the bottom as well, unopened. Little bit of shelfware right there, but that's to be expected for these many years. I'll show you the back, and I do want to show you something on the front again, but we'll show you the back. So again, you would have an opportunity to see this in the, you'll see this in the catalog, but if you were here in the gallery, you'd want to see all of that. You'd want to look around, see that we're not hiding anything in any of these corners, especially with such a unique, rare piece. This shows you exactly what happens. It does say batteries, but they are not included. Therefore, we have not been able to test the electronics. One, because there's no batteries. Two, because we usually don't test electronics for a plethora of reasons, a number of reasons. And three, and most importantly, because it's sealed. How would I get in there? I'd have to shrink down to microscopic size, and every time that goes badly. So we can show you everything that you could come to expect in there, just like the regular Tigerzord. I don't know if this is a colorway variation. It's hard to tell from that box. You can see the head, but because we have the ability to show you videos, you're going to see this picture in the catalog. What I do want to point out, though, that isn't quite as obvious from there. Let's let that light shine on it. Do you see this right here? The window. It's there, it's perfectly fine, it's intact, but the window has, something's bumped it a little bit. It's not ripped, it's not cracked, it's not torn, but you know how sometimes the glue will come undone here and it gets bumped in there? You could probably take care of that with a small suction cup. Bring it right back up and it's fine. And I imagine this has had some throttling over the years because whatever this is holding on the inside, it's come loose. Let me see if yeah, you see how it can kind of... So do I think that someone has opened this, played with it, touched it, done whatever, and then carefully restored it? I don't. And I'm going to use as the information that I have. Now, you may disagree. You may think that somebody opened it and got in there and did God only knows what, and that's fine. And that's fine, and I encourage you to bid accordingly. But I really want you to take the opportunity to check out that tape. And one, we know this consigner. This consigner was not a collector. This was purchased for the kids and then just sat in an attic for many, many years, along with some other sealed items. We know that to be the case. I would expect that from a dealer. We work with dealers all the time. Most of them are great. Every now and again, one tries to get something over on us, and when we catch them, and then we don't work with them anymore. Or I'd expect it from a collector trying to do something like that, but that's not what we're seeing here. So the consigner, the provenance of this piece, suggests to me that, yes, this is an original seal, and two, the position of that tape. I can't imagine that they would have gone through all that hassle all that time ago. but I do want to point it out. So think of it, whatever you use your best judgment. I'm going to suggest that I'm pretty certain that this is brand new original. Now, because of those flaws, if you were to take it in AFA, grade it, how would that turn out? I don't know. Does AFA, so just like the way that CGC will press things out and do it that way, does that happen with AFA? Will they fix that? Because it's an easy fix. We're not going to do it because that would be fraudulent if we did it. But once you own it and collect it, you can finagle that however you like. And I do want to point out there is something, yeah, right there on that. I don't like the way that that looks right there. But again, I think that's just a matter of throttling around in this package. So all around, though, a really great piece. This is the Mega Tigerzord. This was a Toys R Us exclusive, one of a few that they had. And from what we know of this collection, we had a G.I. Joe collection come in, and I could tell right away they lived nearby a Toys R Us, which was not always common back in those days. Sometimes you had to travel, but I knew that they lived near a Toys R Us just based on what their collection looked like. Talking to them later, we found out that to be absolutely true. And that was obviously what happened here. This is a family that lived near enough to a Toys R Us, and in fact, the building still stands today. I know exactly where that was when we did this pickup. Cool piece, though. Either way, use your judgment, use your knowledge, and certainly use your collecting abilities to get this into your collection, because this is a really cool piece. And if you don't have it already, you're going to miss out. You're going to be sad. You're going to kick yourself. So head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com. Leave those pre-bids right now, or join us live on auction day. Whichever way you choose to do it, we're going to see you at the auction.